We're glad you're with us today. If you want to vote in the November election, the registration deadline is today. Kentucky Secretary of State Alison Lundergan Grimes is here with everything you need to know. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Barb. We're just hours away from the deadline closing, and we are rallying Kentuckians to register to vote in these final hours. We want to make sure that they're not shutting themselves out of the process. They've got to take this first step today. We want to encourage everybody, save some time and go online, use our online system.
Which is so much easier. It is so easy to do now.
Well, we're grateful. It's Kentucky born and Kentucky bred. We launched in March. GoVoteKentucky.com. It's the one-stop election portal. It's been receiving great praise across the Commonwealth. We've been engaged in our longest voter registration drive ever in Kentucky's history, and we've seen some remarkable numbers with voters who are updating their registration, as well as voters that are registering for the first time.
Talk about those numbers. Who's registering now? Is it young people?
Well, our hope is we have 30% of Kentuckians that are eligible but not yet registered. We have a voter registration rate above the national average. That's great, but the hope was that we could put a tool out there to reach that 30%, which is comprised of minorities and especially youth. What we've seen are some amazing numbers. We have over 20,000 folks that have registered to vote or updated their registration, many of which are going to be their first vote. 18-year-olds, over 6,000 18-year-olds have registered to vote. So in these final hours, as long as you go online by 4 p.m. to GoVoteKentucky.com, you will be able to cast your vote coming up in the November election.
What about people who are voting absentee?
Well, absentee voting is already underway. Here in Kentucky, you have to have an excuse. So we want to encourage anybody to check out GoVoteKentucky.com. You'll see the reasons there. Already 25,000 folks have voted early.
What are you seeing now about the enthusiasm of people wanting to vote? Are young people enthusiastic about it now?
Well, we engaged our Go Vote tour, both in the primary as well as in this fall tour, all across our university campuses, our community technical college campuses, and the enthusiasm is there. Many people bet against the millennial age. They say in the area of texting and tweeting and chatting, they're a lost generation. I don't take that bet. I actually bet on them, and we're surprised and excited by the numbers that we are seeing, but there's still more work to be done. And these final hours, rally friends, family, coworkers, ask them, are you registered to vote? And if you believe you're already registered, still go and check. We're updating our voter registration database all online, and you can register to vote or update all at GoVoteKentucky.com.
Easy, GoVoteKY.com.
Yes.
What do you want to do after this to make it easier for people to vote?
Well, the hope is that this isn't the last advancement that we're talking about in our elections. We need to encourage people to actually participate. So the next 28 days leading up to November 8th, it's all about mobilizing voters to actually get out and have their voice heard. It's not enough just to register. You've got to actually show up. And in the past, what I've seen as Kentucky Secretary of State is we have a minority of people determining what's happening for a majority of us. We need to increase our participation rate. I think we do that by offering early voting without an excuse, by making sure that all eligible folks, especially those who have paid their debt to society, are able to cast a vote, and that can be done by restoration of nonviolent felony offender rights. So advancements I hope that we'll take in due time, but first, everybody get out there. GoVoteKentucky.com.
4 o'clock today, the deadline.
Exactly right.
Thank you very much.